NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Ready? Clock now on first down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Come on.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Chicago.
Come on, 180! 51 to mine! Watch the out, watch the out! Bang! Red, Blue, blue, blue. Hey, 18.
So that'll back him up 5.
We got this.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You. Check. 18.
Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A good pickup there at 22. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. With a 3rd-year man, this is Tariq Cohen. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. What we got? He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Block going to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall, 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
18 Gator. 59. It's been a long day for you. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Block. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now is Locke. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Check, 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 check.
on second down. It's Cohen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Patrick. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coach. Halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Gets fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Let's get it.
They try again with Cohen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
Go!
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
61, matchbox lights. Fire.
From the 25 on second down. Locke forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check. Tighten up. Rush in. X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. A little check down to Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Locke now on 1st down. He hits Riddick underneath. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke, the completion to Riddick. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Fresno. Greystone travel.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Another run by Lindsey. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Welcome back now to Denver. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The kick by McManus is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 2.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Block now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Mine's 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Locke will try to sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he spins through, and he completes it to Cohen. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The throw complete, Trubisky to Miller, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Go team, spill. 6 guys.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Trubisky now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
Watch twins.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Bombers, two-jet bombers. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 52.
A lot going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. 70, Indy. Go.
Locked to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So